Listening to the Super Live Adventure Podcast! I'm Chris Sorrentino.
I'm John Saluga, and with us tonight,
Johnna Scrabis.
Yeah!
Wow,
That's
you
how we do
stand
it.
up to do it.
Oh,
Full
yeah.
energy.
Yeah, I get it going.
Windows are all open.
The raccoons don't complain.
His neighbors
They're
have
gone
heard
from the porch.
screaming from this house for how many decades now?
Oh my God! It
Yeah.
still happens in a good way. My kids both went to a bowling party. It was the first time nobody was home, so me and my wife were like, yeah. If you walk by my house, you would think somebody was being killed.
Oh, it was like
The both of us. I haven't been able to have loud sex in a decade.
You even said it quietly just now.
I know.
You said
I'm loud sex.
the kids are in the house.
Kids are, but when no kids, seriously, I was like, whoa!
Wow.
When I came, I screamed.
Wow.
It was wild.
I saw something
Sounded like
recently.
Roger Rabbit was running to my house.
I saw somebody post something online where they were like, what music do you listen to during it? And I was just like, that. I haven't had a soundtrack
Oh no!
to that in a long time.
a loud fan.
Yeah, a cat.
Yeah.
No, we do put on one of those YouTube chill hop playlists.
Wait, what?
Well, because we got
Chill
YouTube
hop.
chill hop.
Oh, we do chill hop.
What's chill hop?
It's what you fuck to. It's like beats, it's a little cartoon raccoon with a school bag.
Oh, there you go.
It's there's gotta be raccoons involved somehow.
This is straight up porno music.
No, it's cool
What you just did was
beats.
porno.
All right, maybe it's a little porno-y, but it's because when your kids are a little older, they know what the fuck's on, so we have to have some kind of
So
music
you don't want to
going.
ruin music for them. So you pick chill beats.
True. You could ruin a song.
You could ruin a song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you put on something kind of loud. You put on the air conditioner if you can. If it's
Well,
I don't
sure.
know,
That's
that's
yeah.
loud. You know.
I'll do that. I'll make love to an air conditioner.
Yeah, absolutely. It actually turns me on at this point.
just
The loud hum and just utter silence otherwise.
Well, there we go. Straight into sex.
Yeah, I'm
Good for
sorry.
us.
Yeah.
No, I'm great.
Great. Yeah. That's what happens.
That's what happens.
That's what we do. Can we say that you're I think is this the first pregnant guest we've had?
I was wondering actually if I was the first pregnant
I didn't want to
guest.
spill those beans.
Yeah,
that's
no.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have
guess that we
officially had
know of.
sex.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we felt so comfortable talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
You're like an adult. I understand.
Well, I'm just trying to, fill you in on what to expect
The first
down
time.
the line. The first
down the
time. It might hurt a little, but no. Your sex life's gonna change.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Completely. And
Yeah.
they keep changing because as they get older, they become more cognitive of things, and it's and then one day you're like, oh my God, go to the bowling alley. Please.
Well, yeah, it's weird now that your kids are on some level they can put two and two together.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just get like, why is the door locked? And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
God.
Are you hurting, mommy?
I need to start locking the door randomly so it's not such a weird thing. Because when they try to enter a room and they can't get in, it's like, what's going on?
Is everyone okay?
You just see the little fingers under the door. Oh, like a toy car slide pushed under the door.
Ben locked the door today for the first time. It was like he was the guy on the other side of a door. I went to go in a room and I couldn't get in.
Oh.
And I was like, "You all right?" He's like, "Oh yeah, hang on." And he came and he opened the door and let me in. And I was just like,
Okay.
"Oh, it's weird." Yeah,
Yeah.
he figured that out. Like a little bit. He didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You learned it from you, Dad.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Little person. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like locked doors. I might have to have a rule about no locked doors in the house.
Really?
Yeah, right? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have two boys that are like, 12,
They gotta
13
lock
and a
door.
half.
Yeah, you want them to lock
God,
the
you
door.
want them to lock that door. I don't want to see something. I don't want to walk into slip and slide. Like, no thanks. They're both going nuts.
Yeah, no, that's true.
No, thank you.
My kid's 6. It's different.
And they have cell phones.
Oh,
Could you imagine? Yeah, being like a fucking 14-year-old boy with a cell phone.
He
You
held
could
off
look
for a
at
long
any-
time. I got to give him credit.
I did.
Their
They
friends in
just,
grammar
got
school were
phones.
like
Yeah,
bringing
they
phones to
just
school.
got phones. It was school pressured me, man. They started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do stuff like
Yeah.
put it online. They put
Schools
stuff
do.
online.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's tough.
They like
Even-
needed it.
I'm not active on Facebook. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
fuck Facebook. I have to go to Facebook now to check in on like PTA posts
No.
about school events.
Now this is far more horrifying than the sex will change. To hear
Oh.
that I might have to rejoin
you might-
Facebook.
Yeah, you
Yep.
might have to go to Facebook if you want to know about the pretzel sale on Friday. That's because it's just no one's gonna build the website. I just wish it would just have an email, just email. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a parent here. Put me on an email list. Send everything on an email. No, it's like we post everything on Facebook.
Whatever happened to a little handout that you brought your kid brought home? Yeah, stick it in my kid's book bag, and then I know to send my kid to school
Yeah.
with pretzel money.
Right, pretzel. I know pretzel money.
Oh, if your kid doesn't have pretzel money,
Oh my god.
It's a big deal.
I'm gonna be that parent. There's no way I'm
No.
gonna know about pretzel day.
always give them pretzel money just in case.
Yeah, maybe they'll just always have $100 in ones on them
Yes.
for whatever event. I'm just saying it right now. My children will be carrying a lot of money at all times.
Yeah, that's a good way to go. Always
Yeah,
get lots of
yeah.
single and pennies.
Document.
You have to do that. But all right, so there's a pretzel sale tomorrow, and Ben now is just like, Dad, when you get there to pick me up, if I'm not out yet, buy the pretzel before I even come out. He doesn't even want to be a part of it.
Why?
Because a mom cut the line. Christine picked him up from school last time there was a pretzel sale. A mom cut in front of them, got the last pretzel. And Ben was mad at my wife.
Cut in front of them.
And we
Cut in front of a child.
We hate that mom now. I was just like, which mom is it? And he described her. I was like, oh, I know which one.
Hate that mom. I would have threw a rock at that mom.
Yeah.
I was that kid. I'd
I
be
wasn't-
like, fuck you.
I wasn't there. So now he's just like, whatever you got to do to get a pretzel, get a
So
pretzel.
wait, Christine just let that happen?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. I wasn't there. What are you going to do? But
I'd push somebody's fucking wig back for taking my last pretzel.
hey, listen, there's a reason I'm the favorite. It's okay. Next
I'm
week,
not afraid to be caught on video, getting physical with someone.
That's
Yeah,
right.
cutting in
pulling
front
some
of me.
lady's hair.
ripping a pretzel out of a woman's hand
Yeah.
and feeding it to my son.
I don't fear that.
I'd stomp on her hand like old De Niro.
Oh, you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm an animal.
What are you doing tomorrow? I should bring you to the pretzel
Oh,
sale.
I would. Can
Should
I
bring some muscle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll take all the pretzels.
Yeah. Let me get all of them. Extra salt. The Zaluga's got friends.
Next week it's the penny wars. There's every
Panty Wars?
penny.
Jesus.
Oh, penny. I was like,
Wars.
Panty Wars? What kind of school is
Yeah,
this?
the kids gotta bring their mom's old pennies. Collect as a box by the office.
Yeah.
No, they have like jugs for every grade, and it's like whoever gets the most pennies. It's a fundraiser. Here's what's crazy. This is smart. This is how they're raising money, right? So it's the penny wars. You get a point for like every penny, and whatever grade wins gets an ice pop party. Okay,
Well, how are they paying for the
that's
ice
the
pop
incentive.
Party?
Well, here's
Not
where
with those pennies. What is that?
But here's
$4?
Here's where they get it beyond the pennies. There's pennies, but it's also if you put nickels, dimes, or quarters in the other grade's jugs, that many points get deducted from their team.
That's where they get-
really.
yeah.
So if you put 100 quarters in the 4th grade jug, they're fucked. But the school raised a bunch of money. That's how the penny wars work.
Oh, that's why they're wars.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So you put pennies in your
Wow.
class, and then you put more money in the other classes to get an ice pop.
Jesus Louise.
What a racket, right? And it's a week-long thing. It's 5 days, and they come in every day, and they're going to see where they're at with the coins in the jug.
Wow.
And they're really pitting these kids against each
What
other.
a scheme.
It's
what a
only coins. You can't stuff a 50 in a jar.
No
Okay.
bills.
Oh.
Coins only.
Okay. Can you do the big $2 coins?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
And are you valuing the coins just for their face value or for what they're worth on the open market? Because some of those $2 coins, they're worth $4 or $5.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
imagine maybe more.
Yeah, and some pennies are worth
A
more.
wheat penny?
Yeah, wheat penny.
You're telling me a wheat penny is the
Yeah.
same as other
Yeah.
pennies?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well,
Begun the penny wars
it's my first penny war. I'll let you know. how
All
it
right, you're
goes.
not a vet yet.
No.
The penny war. All right. All right. I'll let you know.
Some parent is going to find a way to fuck it, and we're going to hear about it on this podcast.
Yeah, we'll find out what
Yeah.
happens.
The way, someone is going to find a way to ruin this for children.
That
I
pretzel-
guarantee it.
That pretzel lady.
I can't get over that.
No.
I want to stalk and
She's
kill
scary,
her
though.
and wear her skin.
I
to her
understand why
husband's funeral.
I understand why Christine was afraid of this woman, though. Because I said, which mom? And he goes, it's the mom who carries her daughter on her shoulders to school every day.
Oh, so she's
She
very
does.
big and strong.
She has like a
Oh.
second grader on her
Maybe
shoulders.
I don't want
and
to tangle. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I don't want to tangle with Pretzel Mom.
They walk blocks to school because I walk Ben to school,
What?
and this lady just has this like tough face and a kid. She wears the kid on her back with the backpack and everything.
She's an ent.
Yeah, she's scared. That's intimidating, right?
Oh yeah, this changes the entire context.
Yeah,
of the story. You
I don't
told us
think
this
I
immediately.
take it
She's
back.
a giantess in my
She's
mind.
not giant.
No, but she is.
She's just tough.
She
She's
is.
like she's she's muscle. You know,
Mhm.
like she's just
Her
got a
her-
mean
her-
face.
Yeah, her size might not be giant, but her stature,
Mhm, mhm.
her
Yeah.
personality,
her soul,
Yeah.
but not in a good way.
Yeah. Not at
That's
all.
it. Well, if you see a lady with a large child on her shoulders eating pretzels, that's who it is.
Knock her out, listen.
Knock her out. Yeah.
Give her the old knuckle sandwich for old Johnny and his family.
Well, we're getting a pretzel tomorrow. That's it. I'm on a mission. I have to.
Are
It's
these
the last
just
pretzel sale of
soft
the year.
pretzels?
Oh,
What-
they're not even good. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, see, we had good. Like in junior high, we had the pretzel guy, and like they were amazing.
What do you mean the pretzel guy in junior high? Like in the school?
Yeah, he would come and he set up shop in like the SO store, and you'd go and you'd buy, and they were like 35 cents, and they were like these big, fluffy, chunky ass, and like when like the sweat happens on the salt, they're a little like the pretzel's a little wet, like you get a little wet, but not in a gross way, and like a this is great way.
Yeah.
They were
This-
so good.
It feels very 90s, just a man coming into an elementary school and selling pretzels during lunchtime.
What a racket.
Yeah, that feels right.
I should have, maybe I could do that. Christine was like, you
Yeah.
got to do something. that
Oh, you should be
makes
the pretzel guy.
money. I could be the pretzel guy.
Yeah.
When I was in junior high school, there was nothing like that. There was just kids. Kids were selling airheads
Yeah.
and getting in trouble. The school was really trying to crack down on it, like they were dealing drugs. Like you knew the guys that had airheads,
Yeah.
and that was the craze. And you'd go and you'd buy their airhead. But when they got caught, it was like big
You
trouble.
got the shit, man.
So our class was like the bad class of our high school, and so
Oh, I was in that too. Really?
yes.
I was in a very good school that created
Yes.
like a separate homeroom for our year, and it was. By the way, all those people are doing very interesting things now.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're a lot
For
of
what
fun.
it's worth, they're the best.
Well, so our punishment for being the bad class was that for our senior prom, we were not allowed to have the drunk driving demonstration, and we were not allowed an after prom.
No
That was how they
way.
punished the bad kids,
Wow.
giving us no alternative to finding somewhere to drink.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Oh,
so fucked up.
Yeah, it was
I
amazing.
wasn't allowed to have a yearbook.
Wow,
That's what we were denied.
Oh,
no,
really?
No
Yearbook.
yearbooks for us.
No year. So you never got a yearbook?
I stole a yearbook.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got one.
Bet.
But
So
isn't
you
that
were
crazy?
in it, but you just had no access. to
Couldn't
them.
like you're not getting yearbooks. That was like the last. Like you're not getting yearbooks.
That's really a fucked up thing
Yeah.
to do to somebody.
No,
like
I-
all your memories. Back then, like you didn't have phones and like with cameras and
No,
all that shit. Like
I had a-
you had a yearbook. And
I had
that
a
was-
really goody two shoes nerdy kid just swipe a second one, and they never looked at that person.
course.
That's how I
Yeah.
got one.
Mhm.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we drove around the school. It was a tradition in my school. There was a day where you drove around the school just honking horns in the middle of the day and disrupting classes.
Yeah.
And it had been going on for forever.
Yeah.
And that was the year they decided to crack down on it, and they warned all of us. So we switched the day. We did it a day early, and they weren't ready for it. And they freaked out, and I had a very recognizable car. I drove this like baby blue 78 Pontiac Sunbird.
Yeah.
I love that
you
car.
saw that thing coming a mile
And I
away.
was on the list, and I was denied a yearbook and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
My mom got called up to the school. It was a whole thing.
Look at him. I bet he's chewing airheads while he's driving.
My mom was the best in that meeting. She was the...
I was going to say, yeah, I hope so.
I didn't know. She didn't talk to me about it. She was pissed and everything, and we got there, and... but I told her it was like she's like, this is a tradition in the school, and the assistant principal that we were talking to was like, yes. And I was such a smart ass kid. I knew he went to school there when he was a kid. And I was like, you went to school here. Did you do it? And he went, well, listen. And my mom just went, we're done. She just got up and we walked out. And it was like, I love her so much for that.
Yeah.
It was the best. She's like, we're done. Like,
score one.
It was this
That
real
is-
like,
Score
fuck
one
you
for
for
John's
fucking
mom.
call. Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
cool. One of her cooler moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Andrews.
Hot lady with a cool moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris is always. Yeah. Has it?
It's been a
And still to this day, you feel
yeah,
that?
it's been like a 20-something year flame I've been carrying.
Wow.
Yeah, she still looks good. She's getting
Yeah.
closer to 70, but he always compared her to Beverly D'Angelo.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she always-
Without
me
with
of her.
better teeth.
Yeah.
That's what he would always say.
Who's
Yeah.
looking at Beverly D'Angelo's teeth?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was good. Having like an attractive divorced single mom as a kid was both weird, but it got you certain perks.
What kind of perks?
Free Zeppelis at the pizzeria.
Without hesitation.
Stuff like
Free Zeppelin.
And did you know it as a kid? You were like, this is because
Yeah.
my mom is hot?
Yeah, me and my
Dog
brother every
food,
now
you
and
got
then-
a bunch of free dog.
We got a lot of free dog food. That's true. We came home once to the porch. A guy dumped a bunch of dog food and cat litter, just pet supplies, just on the porch.
Did you have dogs and cats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was this weird guy in the neighborhood who made false teeth for a living.
and ate dog
I
food.
know it sounds nuts, but yeah, it's true. And at the pizzeria, it really was just, it'd be like, tell your mom I said hi. Me and my brother would be like, all right. And we'd go to the park and eat a bunch of Zeppelis and never
Never tell
yeah,
your
we don't
never
give a
pass
fuck.
the message
Tell her that
along.
Tony at the pizzeria wants to fucking say hello. Are you kidding me?
Tony at the pizzeria wants to fuck you. He wanted me to let you know, not so many words, but
Our grammar school janitor showed up at the house dressed as Santa Claus at Christmas time.
oh, did he do it for other kids or was it? It was just for you
It was like
guys?
yeah.
The
yeah.
janitor of the school.
Yeah.
Did he smell like
Yeah.
mops?
It was
Did the mop smell give him away?
we knew it was him. That was the saddest part. Was he rang the doorbell and me and my brother answered the door and he was like, ho ho ho, it's me, Santa Claus. And me and my brother were just like, Mom. She goes, what? We're like, Mike the janitor's on the phone. Yeah, we went through some weird.
What's the play there? You know, in his mind, it's like your mom answers the door and she's like, "Wow, well, hello, Santa,
Yeah,
come on in." You must. It's pretty chilly out.
Oh.
My goodness,
Would you like
what
some
an incredible surprise! A man I don't know that works at my children's school.
come inside with some milk and cookies?
It was
Big
awful.
guy.
Oh my goodness, in a homemade costume.
Oof, fake beard's getting me going.
There's nothing sexier than a big Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, right.
She was hot. Guys would go out of their way to try to
Wow.
win
That's
us over.
wild.
She dated this one guy who was a court officer, and he like took us through like jail on Staten
Okay.
Island.
You want to play with my gun?
Guys,
You can't anytime.
Dude, we got fingerprinted. He gave us patches. I have these like court officer like patches at home still, and I remember him walking us through the cells, and guys were like screaming and banging on the bars. And
Oh, I'm gonna fuck you! Like,
shit. It was
God,
crazy.
really?
And he was just kind of like, "Don't you better be good in school." It
Yeah.
was like that kind
Go,
of.
you'll
shit.
be fucking him.
Yeah, it was crazy. She dated a guy who was also like I guess like a CAT scan. What do you got? Like a technician or a radiologist?
Yeah, like a radiologist.
And he took us to his job, and I remember he showed us all these scans of an old man, and he was like, "These are farts."
He's
we like that guy.
dying.
That was a smart move. Like if anybody's out
Do you
there,
want to be CAT scanned, boys? I can put you through 3 times before it's harmful.
My stepfather, actually, the one that she ended up with was also the one that won us over, and it was just like he played Street Fighter with us.
Oh, that's all it took.
There was that. He sat and
Yeah.
he played Super Nintendo when my mom goes, all right, it's bedtime, and he would just be like, few more minutes. He was the one that did it, and that's the key.
Undermining your mom's authority just a little bit was the secret to winning you over.
And she was like, I like this guy. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, 10 more minutes.
That's how you do it, guys. It's not
That's
Zeppelins.
pretty good.
It's not dog food. It's not dressing up as iconic mythical characters.
Yeah. Even farts in a CAT scan, that's a fun day, but that doesn't last, you know?
It's
You
not
don't
a
want-
lifetime.
Yeah.
You don't want your mom to marry the cat skin fart guy.
The fart scans.
The fart scan. The fart scanner.
They're just black circles, you know? They're nothing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it was fun. This guy had a lot of farts in him.
It's weird they would even have like a density to them where it would show up.
I think it's just an emptiness.
That's so embarrassing that could be seen.
Oh, you
the number of farts in your body.
Like HIPAA laws. That guy's like taking you like you could go for a CAT scan and
God.
then somebody else is gonna give it like a bunch of children like a tour.
Oh, I'd look like a twister mat.
This is true. It's truly people's worst nightmares of going to get a medical procedure and then afterwards someone calling people into the room.
Yeah.
Children nonetheless.
Children.
11, 12 years old.
To
be
count
like,
your farts.
Look at this person.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to
Look at
see the
this freak.
stuff that goes around. Like
He works in a
I
hospital.
work a day job.
I don't know if you know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, and well, not inside. I'm not inside. I work
You work
outside.
near
and
the hospital.
Yeah, and around the
He used
corner.
to.
No, I used to be in. Now I'm like not on premises.
So
I'm
what
on
goes
a loading dock.
around?
So one dude came into the emergency room with a bike seat shoved completely in his ass, and he couldn't get it out. And like everybody saw the fucking X-rays, and it's like you see like the inside cavity and the springs.
Oh
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh fuck!" And the morgue guy, speaking of Santa Claus, he pulled this little.
Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids.
Spoiler alert.
He pulled this.
Santa works in the morgue the rest of the year.
Oh no, not
I
even.
think the man works one day a year.
No.
He needs Christmas.
It's such a duality. Yeah, like the rest of the year he's miserable, but then like that one night. No, it's the morgue guy who's a creep onto himself. He showed me he pulled out like a dead grandma. Like he's got to, take shit out, organs and shit. Like this little Santa Claus that was just shoved way up in her uterus. like it was up her pussy and made it up.
Wait, I
And
mean,
like,
I
you
feel
don't
like
know how long it's been in there?
No
It's like an
idea.
antique?
this is a clue.
Yeah.
This is a clue. I think I feel like she put it there. It was like if when they search me, they'll see the Santa Claus. They'll know.
Oh no, that Mike the janitor did it.
No, it was Mike the janitor. But the one.
What a clue. Oh, maybe.
God.
But we all had a good laugh at it.
That's wild.
Somebody's meemaw.
Wow. We know a guy that still wonders if there's a Lego inside him. You know that? Tony Dangerous. Swallowed one as an adult and never found it.
Yeah.
Trying to separate two pieces with his teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't not know.
I think it's in there. It's got to be in there, right? Unless it breaks down.
You would
don't
know
think
if you
so.
passed it, right?
I
You would
don't
feel
know.
how big of a Lego.
I don't
Like it's
know.
one of them big old chunky like.
It was the Lego remover.
Oh, the orange
tool.
thing.
Big orange.
That tool is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, when that thing goes missing, it's a problem in my house.
I have multiple. If you ever need, let me
Do you
know.
really
Yeah,
have
there's
multiple?
so many Lego sets.
Oh,
The
that's-
kids were
Yeah.
still Lego maniacs.
We have tons of Legos, but only one came with the tool.
You know what? They come with those like
Cheap.
big sets. If the set's over $300, it'll come with the tool.
Okay.
That's why you have a few and I don't.
Yeah, they built
Okay.
a billion Star Wars.
So
and
many. I
shit
want the
like
Home
that
Alone
over the
house.
years.
Have you seen that?
I built it.
No way!
It is on a shelf. It is built, and Matt even got me the lighting kit.
Yes, I was gonna say. Do you
to
know there's a
light
lighting
the
kit?
windows.
What are the
Yeah,
odds that I would ask you
Wow.
that specific
question?
Lego.
Oh, how long
Oh,
did
yeah.
it take
So
you?
jealous.
Oh man, it took me about a month because I would do it just like in the evenings, like
Yeah.
and maybe an hour a day. It was actually a really nice slow build.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Lots of booby traps in the house. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really
It's got
fun.
the whole tree house.
The tree house.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Does it
that's
have
cool.
like a Michael Jordan
Yes, it
cardboard
does.
cutout? No way.
And
does.
it moves around the trap.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
It's everything you think it's going to be and more.
It's expensive.
Mhm.
It's
I
crazy
like that.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the firehouse? The Ghostbusters firehouse. I never finished
Ooh.
building it.
You didn't finish that?
I never finished.
You know what he was doing with that?
He was gluing it.
He was gluing every piece.
I got sick of it.
well, my
kids-
He would have finished it if he didn't glue
Yeah,
it.
if I wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
really wish I did because at the time my kids were little, and I was worried
Okay.
about I was going to fucking pay all this money for this thing and build it, and I was gonna come home one day and it was like ripped apart.
It's what they do. Every set that we do,
Yeah,
and it's mostly Ben and myself doing them together because he loves it, and even him, we work so hard and we make these things, and then the next day I'll go into his room and I'm just like, what? Like, and it's not like
Yeah.
he took it apart to make something else. It's just because you can take
You're
it apart.
a
you
kid.
take it
Yeah,
apart.
you're just a fucking kid. But they're in the last whatever few years they stopped being little kids, and now they build a Lego set and they take care of it and they put it on a shelf.
Right.
So it's like a different ball game. So I got the more like the collector's item Lego stuff. Like you build like the Mandalorian helmet and shit like that.
They have like
yes.
bouquets.
Yeah.
There's a whole flower collection now, like
Oh,
bouquets
those
of
look nuts! I
flowers.
just saw those.
Yeah, they're cool.
Oh fuck! I'm such an idiot. Remind me before we leave. I have a present for your daughter. Fuck! I didn't
Oh.
even fill out the card. I totally forgot. I was going to
That's
do that
okay.
before you came.
Johnna, do you have a present for my daughter?
Of course I do. Of course I do. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
She asked
I
me
missed
before
her
I
birthday.
came. I was like,
missed
of
her
course
birthday.
Johnna
I missed her
will.
birthday.
Of course Aunt Johnna will have her present.
No, of
for you.
course, of course.
It's
in my bag.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
She just
I
turned
thought of
4.
it.
4.
Yeah, I
Oh,
missed
it's time to start
it.
making memories. She's gonna know who gave her presents and who didn't.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Well, it's good. A late
Yeah.
one's good because they remember that. It's something they
Yeah.
like. They're like, oh, that
Mhm.
one came late. It's special.
So we've known each other. She was born already when we met.
Yes, because we met in 2020. Yeah, she was young though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was It's like okay. Wow. Yeah, less than a year
Yeah.
at that point because
Yeah.
she was born just a few
we
months
met
before.
in January 2020.
What a fun time to meet somebody.
Yeah.
Did you guys meet over Zoom? Like
No,
or, in person?
thankfully
Yeah?
we had like 2 months in the office.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Johnna was there for all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so fun. Dream job. Wow. And yeah, I think it was like 6 weeks in. It all ended.
It all ended.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was that time.
It was that time. It was that 2020,
actually.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
We didn't do a proper intro. Johnna works on Impractical Jokers and came on season 9,
Mm-hmm.
which took years, and then that was like the normal season that became the pandemic season that became the No Joe Gatto season,
Yes.
and season 10.
Yeah.
So mostly remote, but
yeah, fun. But some fun days on set
yeah,
and some fun days in the office here
Yes.
and there.
I mean, this last season, getting back on set was great.
So good.
It was really
Yeah.
great. We had some really fun days ago.
We also don't do too much on set. You kind of
You get to hang
sometimes,
out.
but mostly you just hang out.
Get
Yeah.
fed. Yeah.
Johnna was there for like the whole Alf experience.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you were there
that
for
hasn't aired yet,
Oh.
but like that was magical for me.
yeah,
Mhm,
It was
mhm.
insane.
Dude, he kept telling me, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
Can I
He's
come to
as
set that day?
charismatic
Like,
as you
no.
think. He's just as handsome in person.
The character of Alf is
Yeah.
beautiful,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that whole team is a fucking nightmare. It's been well documented.
Yes, yes.
Well documented.
But Alf
Tina
himself,
Fey said
very
it long
funny.
before. He's the best. Well, that's why
Really
they can-
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's...
and you get why they can kind of afford to be the way they are, because once he comes out, you're like, all right, we get it.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
No,
We get
no
it.
problem, Willie.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's all. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Just
so cool.
little-
You got to be there for that.
It was great.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like an 80s maniac.
Mm.
And just seeing Alf in person, I'd like freak out.
Yeah. I was watching like a hawk to see how he appeared, to see how he walked in, and they're
Mhm.
so good that I missed the moment that
You
he was
don't see
just
it.
there.
Yeah, just
He's real.
You do not see a lifeless Alf.
Never.
It doesn't
Never.
happen.
Yeah, you tell me. It's
Doesn't happen.
I would say after the scenes would end, he did sort of appear to faint, but he was never lifeless.
I gotcha. Yeah, I got you. His blood sugar got a little low.
His blood sugar got low.
He needed a cat.
Yes.
Yeah, he's old now.
He's sort of like a Victorian, just like slow pass out, but not a death.
It's funny because I always wondered, like, when you watch like Sesame Street or something like that, and there's like kids interacting with the puppets, like, does that fucking break that whole illusion for these little kids that are in
That's a
studio?
good question.
Yeah, I
like
think it does.
A hippie with a beard underneath, like, hey, kid, like, you know what I mean? You're like looking down, you're like, like, that's not Kermit. That's a.
It's weird.
Jim
Yeah,
Henson.
there's a stinky hippie like on the floor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
That whole room smells like patchouli. When the Muppets are in town. Oh my god.
Well, that's
Body odor.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
So when you see the kids that like hug and kiss Grover, it's like there's they got problems. They got problems.
They're kissing a hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're kissing a man's hand. It's weird. That's really weird.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, there's less of that now.
Do you think the hand kisses back? Like, what does the hand do when a child
Elmo
is
did
kissing?
for a while,
Yeah,
but they
Elmo would.
replaced that guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Elmo did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elmo definitely kissed back.
Yeah.
They replaced him for kissing back.
We went to Sesame Place on Friday. We took the kids.
Whoa.
and
big day on Friday.
We had a big. It was we did. I did Sesame Place, and then I headlined a show after. You know
Yeah.
how insane I felt.
That's a
I had to
thing.
acknowledge it
Yeah.
up front, where I was just like,
Yes.
I feel drunk, and everybody cheered because we're in a brewery, and I was like, I had one beer after a day in Sesame Place. I'm 43 years old. That's all it takes now to be completely fucked up. But in Sesame Place, all the characters are like people in costumes,
Mhm.
and I was getting so frustrated. And Christine's like, "What?" And I was just like, "It should just be people with puppets behind." Like the kids want to meet Grover, and Grover is not the size of an adult. He's a
Yeah.
little just. It should literally be puppeteers throughout the park. It would cost less money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not any harder to do. Like they should just be as they except for Big Bird.
Yeah,
You know what I
the
mean? Like,
people
there's-
in the
Right.
suits. They actually do that in Disney. I know, like Disney, obviously, like there's people in the Mickey Mouse suits and shit like that. But they were doing a Muppet thing where they were doing like a History of America type of show in Liberty Square where the Hall of Presidents is and everything.
Yeah,
And they just would pop up in the window and do a whole show, and they were being puppeted.
yes.
And it was like fucking cool. Like that's how you do that.
Yeah.
Like,
When
up
I was
in
a kid,
window, you can't go near it. You can't. Yeah.
Macy's Day Parade, when I was a little kid, they had a Fraggle Rock float, and it was my favorite
Incredible.
float ever. They had the Gorgs, which were people in costumes, next to it, and then popping out of little holes were Fraggles. They were puppets. They were the size they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
and it was just
yeah.
like I freaked out. Like it was the show came to life. But if it was a man in a Fraggle costume,
That's terrifying.
immediate, and that's why when these kids cry and they're like, "No, go say hi to
Yeah.
Grover." Like my
That's
kids
not
didn't want to say
Grover.
hi to
No.
Elmo.
Yeah.
That's
Elmo-
a man.
Yeah, it's a giant Elmo, and they're always dirty looking. It's always just like dirty felt.
It's very Times Square.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should run Sesame Place is the point. Instead, it's run by SeaWorld.
Oh, SeaWorld?
SeaWorld's still out there. They're still kicking.
SeaWorld's still
They've got the
kicking.
deal with Sesame Street and Busch Gardens and all. That's all the same parent company.
Wow.
SeaWorld makes money. Their whole thing is like thrill rides. Like they have like the crazy roller coasters. Like if you go to Florida,
They
like
have roller coasters in SeaWorld?
that's
now?
their whole thing. So you go to Disney and you go to Universal, whatever, but like they're like that's more like attractions and like branded IP stuff. And you go to SeaWorld and it's just these crazy roller coasters that like go through like a shark tank or a ray tank or something.
Yeah.
They have
That's
it built in.
cool.
Yeah, and they're like really wild. It's almost
I
like a
guess-
Six Flags type of thing.
Really? I guess they're trying
Yeah.
to match the thrill of seeing a woman eaten by a killer whale. You know? You got to match the old experience that you're not allowed to do anymore.
Oh, that fucking Blackfish.
They
Did you
shut
watch
it down.
Blackfish?
Oh my god, of course I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
boy, did that ruin a childhood dream. Every little girl
Yeah.
wanted to be a dolphin trainer at SeaWorld.
Sure.
And then
Shamu was.
Shamu.
No, at no point did anybody. Did you ever learn how deadly those things are?
Well,
Yeah.
for me, it was just the way they treated them at SeaWorld,
That's
too.
what,
Like,
yeah.
I think
It's
Shamu
kind
had
of a
every
revenge.
right to,
Yes.
Mhm.
no offense,
It's a
but
kid. Yeah.
yeah.
Was it Can-Do? Was the kid?
What was it?
Can-Do? Was it the kid Can-Do?
What is
Oh,
it?
the baby,
Shamu,
the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the baby's name?
Can-Do. Yeah. Shamu and Can-Do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. When an animal now, like when an animal trainer gets attacked or something, I'm sort of like, I'm always on the animals side, typically. Except that documentary was messed up because those were just like out of work actors.
Yes.
They weren't like animal experts or anything.
They should, yeah. Well, that's
They
on
didn't
SeaWorld.
know,
They
and
shouldn't
they're
have been. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
None of us knew. Look, nobody knew in the whole
Yeah, we
world
didn't
that
know.
SeaWorld was problematic until Blackfish came out, and then we were all like, okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops, animals. Oops, people.
Yeah. I think you just named the episode.
Oops, animals. Oops, people.
And now we know. And does SeaWorld still have any animals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think
But-
they do the shows.
Okay.
Like the whole like the killer whale show, the porpoise show.
So
the
they just
dolphin
keep them in
shows.
a cage.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, but Busch
Yeah.
Gardens, same umbrella. So I went to Busch Gardens in
Okay.
Virginia with the kids, and we went to a wolf show.
Wait, a wolf show?
Yes. And it was like one of the first wolf shows they had done since the pandemic. So it was like, this is one of our new trainers and this is one of our new wolves. So and it was like
They're meeting
So
for the
somebody
first
might
time.
die.
Yeah,
I was nervous because the kids were there.
Here's our new wolf and our tasty trainer.
If it weren't for the kids, I mean, I personally was just, I was right. I was like, I'm down to watch
Yeah.
like whatever happens
Oh,
here.
You ever see like the Siegfried and Roy stuff? Like when that.
What,
Well, that
do you mean
tape
the
never-
attack of the tiger when you say the
Yeah.
Siegfried and Roy stuff?
But that tape didn't come out, did it?
No, maybe they just saw photos. There's no tape.
There is a
There's
tape, but it
yeah.
has never been released. It's on my list of
Ooh.
things I'd like to see.
There's a photo.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Jerry Lewis, The Day the Clown Cried. That
Yes.
at least is going to come out.
Mhm.
You know about that one,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Mhm.
there's a date. We're all going to get to see that. But the Siegfried and Roy thing is...
Wait, they set a date of when we're going to see the Day the Clown Cried?
Yeah. Jerry Lewis, like, he gave it to the National Film Archives or Library of Congress or whatever, and there's a date where it's going to be released to the public, and he definitely made sure that, like, he was going to be dead, and most people who lived through the Holocaust would be dead. But
Okay.
it's coming out, and we can all watch it.
God, I hope I live that long.
I think pretty soon. Yeah, I think. I don't know about you, but like we're gonna see it.
Damn it.
But yeah, John and I will see it.
Yeah, but I want to see that. I want to see, and I want to see the Siegfried and Roy footage real bad. There's security footage.
There's
of it.
there's a photo though of him just like down with the
not-
tiger over him.
It's not the same.
No, I know. I want to see.
I wanna see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Which one was it? Do we know Siegfried or Roy?
I believe it was Roy.
Yeah. I
There's
don't even know
Roy?
if there's a difference. I thought they were like the
There's
Cobra
no
twins.
difference. Yeah.
The Cobra twins. They were like this Tomax and Zeemon.
Well, one was like a blonde guy and one was a brunette, right?
I don't
Now
think-
you're out of my range of knowledge.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Contra.
Okay.
The NES
yeah, maybe it was. Maybe it was
yeah,
Contra.
Yeah. Like, I don't
Honestly,
think
yeah.
it's
The
a
thing I
Double Dragon,
know
maybe.
is their names and that one of them was attacked by one of their tigers.
Yeah.
And that's all you need
Rightfully
to know.
so.
Rightfully so,
Rightfully
I believe.
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
no
insane.
disrespect, but rightfully so.
Those guys might have been icky with their tigers.
Yeah,
They're
you have
kinda
to
icky.
imagine.
You think that? Yeah.
You think the
I think
tiger
so.
just snapped? I don't think tigers just snap. You think a wild animal kept in captivity just one day lost it for no reason?
That was personal.
It was.
I do. I personally think it was personal.
I do
Okay.
too.
Personal.
You
I
think
don't
they
know what
had-
was said that day.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't
I don't
know,
know
if
what
it
was
was
alluded to.
like a little bit of a beef that started that day
Mm.
or something that built up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I don't know. I just think maybe that's just maybe, and I don't know. But I just think you're like so out of touch with reality, like the Michael Jackson thing. Like I don't know what went on in Michael Jackson's life, but he was so out of touch with reality that there's like a disconnect from how just appropriate things.
Who's the Michael Jackson in the Siegfried and Tiger scenario in your mind? I'm just
yeah.
trying to understand.
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, like
They're this
You're
Michael
talking
Jackson.
about
that are-
Bubbles and the giraffe.
No,
and
I just think people that are just so out of touch that like maybe he had a bunch of kids as friends and didn't know. Like you don't do that. People aren't gonna be like receptive to this.
Okay.
I think in that same way, it's like, oh, we got a bunch of tigers and we hang out with these tigers. And it's like, I don't think it's a good idea. But they're
This is gonna be controversial.
Call me
but-
crazy.
they're so separated from like reality. Like you're Vegas.
I mean, they made a fortune off of tigers for a
Tons of
very, very long
and you're
time.
not.
And nothing happened until that.
Yeah, I think you go into that knowing like I will lose an arm, but I'll make $50 million. And
I
you know
would
what?
do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's out of.
I would gamble that.
Wild animals,
Yeah.
man. You can't.
What are you
You
trying? I
can't.
got raccoons right now hanging out back here.
Don't let them in the house.
You come to the raccoon show.
You ever get attacked by anything?
I just one time I had a possum.
Did you?
Run up to?
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is weird. So this is
I had a
like-
raccoon chase me in broad daylight.
Really?
I think it
those
was rad.
dogs that time. Oh my,
God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had a
pack
run in.
of dogs?
I had a weird
Two
dog.
wild
then, too.
dogs. Well, so all right. So the possum
God.
thing, quick, was during Hurricane Sandy. My son was very small, and our cats, we call them the sissy cats because they're two sisters and they don't have names. So it's sissy.
Okay,
So
I'm following.
yeah. So it was like kind of like the eye of the storm of Hurricane Sandy. Like it was like everything calmed down, and I went outside. I had my son like on my, I was like against my chest, so he was looking behind me, and I'm looking around, just surveying, like, holy shit, this is crazy looking. And he goes, "Daddy, sissy," and I turned around, and there's a possum charging at me, and I just like kicked it, and it like as it came at me, I was like,
You kicked it?
Yeah, I kicked it in the face, and it fucking ran off. I went, and ran off, and I would never hurt that. But my first like instinct
You
was
have to.
boom. And I
Uh-huh.
had my son with me, but and that's why I was like, oh man, you got my back, like literally,
Yeah.
got my back, and that's what me and him got, like a bond that's unbreakable.
Wow.
Yeah, he really
Yeah.
did.
But so another time, I coming home from somewhere, and I see these two dogs, and they're running back and forth, and I knew like these neighbors on the street had these like crazy dogs, and I was like, oh, this is them. They're out of the house, so I'm like, let me walk over, maybe ring their bell, and I walk over, and their front door is just open, and their lights are off. And the dogs are running into the house and out. So they go into the house, and I just I didn't go near the fuck. I stood on the sidewalk, and I said, hey, your door's open. Your dogs are out. Hey, is anybody awake? And then the dogs just walked to the door, stared at me, and started growling. And I was like, fuck. And I ran, and I just made it into my car.
Oh
And then
my
they
God.
circled my car
Yeah.
until I could get away. And then I woke my wife up, and I told her, and she's like looking out the window, and this dude's walking down the street, and you see the dogs attack him. I was like, damn. And he's like, ah! He's like,
And you're like, see, honey, I told you.
Yeah.
Let's go to bed.
that could have been me.
You never listened to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was terrifying. It was the only
That's
other times.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Matt and I were in Delphi, Greece for our honeymoon.
Oh.
And that's where the Oracle of Delphi was. It was basically just
yes.
a woman
yeah,
who breathed gas and then said whether they should go to war.
Yeah.
She was breathing fumes from the ground.
I read the Indiana Jones book, Peril at
Oh.
Delphi.
There you go.
Yeah.
Delphi. I don't know how to say any words.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
I
probably
don't know.
Delphi. But we were in the car and we kind of got lost. It was like 3:00 in the morning because the ferry system there runs amok, and we had just gotten in. And these two dogs that were identical twin dogs came out of the forest, and
Very
they were
Ghostbusters.
hounds. They were ghost hounds.
Oh
like,
my
Jeez.
god!
absolutely
Yeah, super
trying to take
Ghostbusters.
us to hell. And I love dogs. I love animals.
Yeah.
And there was just an energy, and Matt just like floored the car, and we rammed forward past the dogs, which I think if we had thought it out, it's like, you don't do that because what if you hit one of them? But it was just like, it saved us. I think we would have been
Terrifying.
trapped there. They were big.
Yeah, it's like The Omen. You ever see The Omen?
I never saw The Omen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. All right. So
Mhm.
you know, it's her.
Yeah. John is a big horror movie.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I
They go
know.
to find like Damien's mother. It's like a jackal buried there, this everything, and then these dogs attack them. It's
Oh,
like, what
geez.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real wild shit.
The one time I got bit by a dog when I was a paper boy, but it was like it wasn't.
But that's classic.
It's classic.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
I'd be mad
was-
if you didn't.
Yeah.
I worked for this. I was canvassing for this political campaign in Maine when I was like 23, and somebody had one of those like half wolf, half like husky dogs.
Oh yeah.
And that was the most scared I've ever been in my life, because I looked up and the dog was like in the grass, and it just had those like beady eyes, a little like closer together, and it didn't bark. It was just low and like slow, like, you know what I mean? Like, just, it scared the fuck out of me. I got the hell
attacking you like a raptor.
That
you gotta watch for the one coming from the side.
That was Maine, you said, too?
That was in Maine.
That's where Cujo lives.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
Maine, all that, Castle Rockville.
Yeah, that was up, I think we were in Presque Isle. We were like practically Canada. Yeah.
You don't want to bury anything around there.
That was
No.
And I had you
Blow
know
it up.
this.
Yeah.
I had a monkey attack me when I was
Wait, really?
Yeah, I did. There was this guy across the street.
It's not on a vacation or at a zoo. It
was in front of my house.
That's even better.
I was a little kid, and the lady across the street had like a friend. I remember he was this, the first gay
a monkey
person.
friend.
It was this gay guy, and I just remember that because it was like he was very open. I never met anybody who was before, and I was probably like 7 or 8, and he had a spider monkey, and he asked if I wanted to like hold it or whatever, and it jumped on my head and started ripping my hair out, and screaming, and everybody was freaking out trying to get the monkey off my head. It was really bad.
I'd pay to see
It was
that.
really bad. And
I would fucking pay to see that.
I would pay to see it.
You kidding
If I could go
me?
back in
Fuck
time, that's
Siegfried and Roy. I want to see a
Release
attack
the monkey hair footage.
monkey
Yeah.
hair.
No, that's just a
now.
guy with a monkey in Travis on Staten Island that jumped on my head and started pulling my hair out. It was
Jesus.
bad. It was scary.
There's 2 scenarios. Either one, that's the first time that ever happened, and you inspired something in the monkey
Yeah.
that it had never felt before.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
number 2, this has happened before, and that man was like, "Hey, little boy, hold
Wanna
my
hold the monkey?"
Yeah.
Knowing this was a possibility.
Yeah.
No, they all seemed, all the
Yeah,
grown-ups
don't
seemed
worry.
very,
He does this all the time.
very panicked in that situation. Yeah.
Even the monkey owner?
Chaos.
Yeah.
The monkey owner, the lady across the street, my mother, everybody was like pulling this monkey.
He didn't
off
have
me.
sort of a knowing look.
Yeah, like he winked at him and the monkey charged.
I was so excited. I grew up with like monkeys on TV. Where like they wore clothes and they hung out.
They hung out at hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah, they checked in and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck,
They were
man.
escape science experiments.
Yeah.
that overtook towns.
Yeah.
Except the one monkey in Raiders that does the Heil Hitler. That's a bad monkey.
It's a bad monkey.
That's
Oh.
a bad fucking. The
Yeah.
fact that they taught a monkey to do that for a movie is like mind blowing.
Mhm.
That's pretty great.
Steven Spielberg of all people.
Because you know the monkey kept doing it afterwards.
Yeah, he
Like,
probably went home and
sometimes-
he's like, fuck.
Taught all the other monkeys.
Yeah.
That monkey came in the room, and every other monkey was like,
Planet of the Nazis. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that.
No.
Yeah, like of all the things to teach a fucking monkey.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't like monkeys. To this day, I'm just like, I
don't
mean, I like
blame
them,
you.
Well,
but
that's
it's just
ridiculous.
leave
No.
them.
I think that's a fair backstory to be like, and to this day, I am a little.
Yeah.
A little uncomfortable around monkeys.
Yeah.
And dogs that are half wolf.
I don't. Yeah,
it makes me
those
uncomfortable.
are. Yeah.
That's reasonable. I'm terrified of monkeys. Baboons, or no, chimps are the ones that'll rip your face off. They scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the more
Yeah.
like television.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Bubbles from
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. Like, he had
Lancelot
the-
Link.
Lancelot Link.
You know Lancelot Link?
Mm-mm.
It's an old show, 70s, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
It's an all chimpanzee cast
Oh,
with
okay.
voiceover, and
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
I
He's a,
loved
he's,
it.
He's a private eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
you have to watch it. It's kind of incredible.
Yeah, that sounds great.
But it's crazy. It'll be like a chimpanzee riding a camel through the desert, like speaking dialogue. Like it's
Yeah.
great.
It's amazing.
What if it's a CG monkey, like Planet of the Apes or the Jungle Book or something like that?
Am I comfortable interacting with that monkey?
No, does it freak you out?
No, it doesn't freak me out. I just wouldn't hug or hold one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
the strength
All
of
right,
a
so that's-
chimpanzee
all right,
is
Yeah.
all right.
crazy.
But their
Yeah.
imagery doesn't terrify
Oh,
me.
okay. All right.
Their
all right.
existence, I'm fine with their existence
Oh,
on the
okay.
planet.
All right. All
yeah.
right.
That
all right. I
911
missed
call-
They saw him.
The lady who lost her face. There was like the other guy. There was
yeah.
like the couple who raised one, and then they let it, like it lived in some like wildlife thing, and they went to like go visit it, and that guy within minutes like lost his face, his fingers, and his testicles. Like they
go for the
ripped.
testicles.
Do you remember that? Like
yeah.
yeah, they go for your groin.
Yeah.
They just rip.
Yeah.
They're crazy strong.
That's really intelligent too.
It
to know
really
this is a
is.
creature just like me. The
Uh-huh,
anatomy
and I-
is similar, and I know how to work with it.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
It's not gonna bite you in the ass.
No,
It's not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah.
No. Go for the
A
reproductive
dog will bite you
organs.
on the ass, but a chimpanzee is gonna take
Go for
your
the
fingers
stupid
and your
dogs.
balls.
The softest. Yeah. Yeah.
They get it. They get
Your
it.
body. Yeah. Go for that.
That's cool, and that's cool as hell.
That is cool.
It is
as hell.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
We could all learn a lot from
Yeah.
monkeys.
Yeah, I respect them. I didn't expect it as a kid. There was what was it, Coco, the gorilla that like had a kid.
The signing
Coco.
gorilla with the
Coco.
kid.
Yeah, I had a
Coco
book
was a
about Coco.
Gentle.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were setting Coco up for a real Lenny situation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Giving him. Yeah.
Giving
the-
Coco
the-
that
the
tiny little kitten.
What's like the
Yeah.
zoos? You ever see like in Turtleback Zoo there's like a cheetah that's in with a dog, and it's in the enclosure together.
Oh, I love that.
And they found that like they can be like good companions, but I'm like,
wow.
it's got to be a gamble, right?
Yeah.
And does the dog feel it?
I don't think the dog knows.
Yeah.
I think the
No?
dog has that initial like, are you cool? Are you not cool? And they hit it off, and that's fine. But it's just the whole time you're in there, it's like you're a dog. Like that's still
It could turn on you.
that's
real
still a
quick.
while.
It's
If
cheetah.
somebody forgets to feed this thing, like you're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you go to Turtleback Zoo, and there's a dog hanging out with this like wildcat.
Hey, you know what? Good
It's
for
very
them.
it's cool, but it makes me uneasy every time. I kind of want to pull the dog out of there every time I go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What kind of a dog is it?
I think it's some sort of like a lab, like a yellow lab,
Okay. Like
golden
a big
type.
all right. Not
Yeah.
Like a little tiny.
No, it's like a Chihuahua. running around.
Like a Shih Tzu.
The
with a
Chihuahua.
cheetah.
Yeah. That Chihuahua hopes every day to die at that point, honestly.
Yeah. Like
I
can't live another day like this. Just do it.
We should wrap this up. I could
Wrap
talk
it
to you
up.
forever, John. Thank you for coming all the way
Oh
out to
my
Staten
God.
Island.
I
Yeah.
always love coming to Staten Island.
Yeah, I did any more raccoons come out? You got to see that raccoon
Uh-huh.
before, but yeah,
The
no
sort of
more
the shy
come out.
guy.
Yeah,
Just the shy one. But
Yeah.
none of the friendly ones.
No, the two rascals didn't come out. No,
Maybe before you
sorry.
leave, you'll get to hold
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
yeah.
look at one from a safe distance.
Yeah,
That'd
you
be
know
really
what?
cool.
Yeah,
I would love to
pregnant, I
see you
wouldn't
hold
go.
one. Yeah.
Oh, I would. I could pet them, but they don't let me.
They
hold
wouldn't
them.
hold.
Oh, I
The,
wish.
the show we did at Flagship Brewery, he showed all these raccoon videos, and it was funny. It was maybe 10 minutes of. It was great. It was kind of the progression of it. He put dates on each one and everything. And at one point, a raccoon got close to his face, and somebody in the audience just went, "No!" Like
Yeah,
they were
like
gonna
we
stop it
almost
from
guessed.
happening.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, okay, I'm not alone, because everybody's laughing, it's all fun, and it hit a point where for somebody there, it was just like, no, like stop.
Success. That's a success to me.
Oh man, well, you're the best. Thank you for
Oh my
doing
gosh.
this.
Yeah, thanks so much for
Yeah,
having me.
for
Really
sure.
awesome to be part of it. I'm a big fan. You guys are so
Aw,
funny.
thank you.
You're
Yeah.
so, I'm a huge fan of yours. John is arguably the funniest writer on our show.
I was waiting for
yes.
someone to say
Hands
something.
down. I've said
No,
that
no,
to you
no.
multiple times.
Yeah, I know you guys. I've seen the show. Yeah, she is.
I always
She
go,
absolutely
you
is.
know, because I always sign the jokes that I write.
It's-
and
yeah,
they'll
you
say
could-
it. It's
yeah.
part. I always put my name as part of the joke.
And I'll put a link in the description. We have a couple shows together in August, and we might be
Yeah.
adding another
Yeah.
one in Brooklyn that's kind of in the works. But
Yeah, the August ones are in New Jersey, in Ventnor and Stone Harbor.
Look at
New
you.
Jersey.
Very
I
good.
remember those
Very
things.
good.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
Yeah. That's in August.
Yeah,
We'll fill
so
you guys in.
that's gonna be a fun. It's a few of us behind the scenes on Impractical Jokers, just doing a fun show. Some behind the
It's called
scenes stuff.
Sweet
some
treats.
We're calling it Sweet Treats now.
Yep.
Sweet treats.
Yeah, that's a Q thing.
hmm
That's what he calls us. Not you, but we're dragging. That's okay.
Yeah,
No, that's
but I
okay,
think
yeah.
I think you are a sweet
Yeah,
treat.
I'm-
And
Yeah, I think
It's-
I'm an honorary sweet
honorary
Mhm,
sweet
mhm,
treat.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can get him to call you a sweet treat.
I think so.
I'm gonna make it official. I'm gonna say, Q, can you do me a favor? Can you just
I don't know if I
just
want
say
that.
it.
You
You don't know
just
if you
say
want
it,
that.
Yeah, I might feel uncomfortable.
you don't want to be a sweet treat?
I don't know how I feel about a
It
grown man
feels.
calling me a
It
sweet
feels
treat.
very comfortable.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right,
always.
I'll-
Yeah, there's nothing weird about
No.
it.
All
no.
right. I'll give it.
The way there's not a thing weird about it.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot, you guys. I'm a team player.
You're gonna love it.
All right.
Oh, it's gonna be fun though. People should come out to that if you can. So yeah, we got a couple shows in Jersey. Hopefully one in Brooklyn soon. We'll send the info out there. Anything else that you want to? Oh, your podcast. People should check out.
Oh yeah, Mean Book Club. It's a podcast where we read and review New York Times bestsellers that we think shouldn't have been. And we get a little mean about them. But here's the thing: it's very, very successful authors who have made millions of dollars. So we can't feel too bad, and it's good to be humbled a little bit here and there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love it. It's a fun show.
And all authors are always invited to come on and defend or make fun of a different authors if they so choose.
See,
I
that's
like
a good
that.
policy.
That is a good policy.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you guys ever have a book that becomes a New York Times bestseller, I expect.
Yeah, fingers
Fingers
crossed.
crossed.
Soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Johnna.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
so
me. This was
much.
so fun. You guys are the
Anytime.
best.
So, John, the other day I had to get myself a big old bowl of egg dump soup from eggdumpsoup.com.
Sure. Yeah.
And warm it up and just relax and use it as like a comfort food, if you will. Because I was reflecting upon the sad news. I didn't realize that Neen Num died in that their one of them stupid sequels, the Star Wars sequels.
I know.
You know who we're talking about? He's the co-pilot.
Oh, I know who Neen Num is.
No, I'm just letting the people
the
know.
listeners. I let Chris. We were talking about Star Wars as we do, and Neen Num came up, and I was just like R.I.P. And Chris was like, "What do you mean R.I.P.?" And I was like, "He's dead. He died."
Yeah,
and you didn't believe me.
I didn't. I was
up
like,
the scene.
What?
He dies an awful death.
It's like a quick second.
If you blink, you miss it. But his
blink is generous.
But his face melts off in that. I mean,
well, yeah, it's like
he goes up in a ball of flame.
He's like a fish fillet man. He's a fish stick.
Awful.
He goes up.
Yeah,
he just melts. Oh man, I really got upset because I have loved him since Return of the Jedi. He's one of the heroes that helps blow up the second Death Star, along with Lando Calrissian on the Millennium Falcon.
Equally as important.
Yeah,
feels like for him. It's also like as far as the recognition goes, it's like Chewbacca not getting a medal.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, and it's fucked up. Like
he's Lando's Chewbacca. Kinda.
Yes, he is Lando's Chewbacca. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And just like that, he's just wiped out.
Yeah.
Well,
unceremoniously.
Well, I shed a tear in my egg dump soup.
As you do.
Yeah, it was a sad day.
Yeah.
Eggdumpsoup.com.
All right, man.
Mm-mm-mm.
How great is Johnna?
Always a pleasure. She's good. She's a good egg.
I love her so much, and my wife will tell you when she started working on the show. Being in a writer's room, it can be competitive, and we're never like that. We're really not like that at work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I did say to Christine, I was just like, if I lose my job to her, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I swear to God, in the privacy of my home, to my wife, and my wife hasn't met her yet, still wants to meet John. Has seen her on Zoom. It was such a remote experience, but she's one of the funniest people, and genuinely just like one of the best people I've ever met. She's like a really good person. So, Johnna, thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. You're very, very, very cool. Too cool.
People should check out her podcast, and I hope people come out to our live show if you're in New Jersey. And again, I'm hoping to add more shows to the calendar.
Yeah, we'll fill you guys in as it gets closer. But
join the newsletter. I just keep saying that. That's where everything is. Go to superliveadventure.com and sign up. We'll have a link in this episode. Sign up and really come out and see her live and see us live. But we performed one show with her.
Yes.
And she's the best.
That was a great show.
She's the best. So, Johnna, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being one of the last guests, man.
That's it. Yeah, and I was gonna say you can always keep track of us by joining the mailing list,
Absolutely.
even when this show wraps and we're on to something else.
We are still going to be doing things.
So stay on the mailing list and you'll hear what's coming up.
Yeah, so check that out. Thank you to Ross. I was drinking Ross tonight. I had a Manasquan Wit.
Me too.
I also had listen, I didn't drink for 4 months, so I'm behind. I had a Baltic Winter, chocolate, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Yeah. Our buddy Dan Lawson, the doc, gave us that.
Thank you, Doc. Delicious.
You, Doc. I didn't drink. It was good?
It was good, man. I know it's off season, but you know what? I like to eschew the ordinary and choose the bold.
That's what I did tonight, too.
Go to rossbrewing.com. They're the best. And if you're in New Jersey, check out their brewery. It's open now, man. You can go down there and check it out.
Good time.
Beautiful location, right?
Live music, food trucks. It's right off the water. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's to die for. It's out in Jersey.
We love Ross.
Thank you, Ross.
We love Ross. I don't think you and I have anything else to plug right now.
No.
Again, join the newsletter because there will be things. We're recording this in advance. By the time this comes out, there's going to be shows. There's going to be stuff to do.
The whole cabaret.
The whole cabaret.
Just happening.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? All this talk of live animals, I feel like we should do something, you know?
Something live?
Something live. Maybe with a tiger and a monkey and...
Oh.
Who knows?
Oh, I'm in. I am all in.
Let's do it.
Take these raccoons on the road.
Yeah, listen, Siegfried and Roy, they've been out of commission for a while now. It's time for... You want to do a raccoon show?
Yeah, the world needs a new Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. 2 gay guys and a bunch of wild animals on stage.
Yes, that's what we gotta do. I'm the guy with the dark hair. You're the guy with the light hair.
Exactly. And we both fuck, and what goes on with the raccoons is nobody's business.
Until one of us gets bitten by one in the neck.
And then you know that's the one who went too far.
Party pooper.
Yeah.
Blame it all on him.
That one used one finger too many on that tiger. That's it. That's the one. That one's a fucking pervert.
Knuckle deep in that poor, beautiful, white striped, majestic cat.
Yep. We love you guys
so much.
Thank you for listening.
Too much.
We got a few fun episodes planned.
Yeah, we got some voicemails coming.
We'll get to
next
episode.
Time.
Yeah. This is just this is an episode already. We'll do them on the next one. Keep the calls coming. 781-POD-SLAP. That's 781-763-7527. Or email an audio message to slap@superliveadventure.com. I know that's easier for our friends in the UK.
That's right. You heard the man. That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do, baby.
That's it. There's no other alternative. You do that, and then you go and you fit it where you should it.
Who's looking at Beverly D'Angelo's teeth?
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, I know.